Hey. Hi. Good morning, Eden. Hello,
Uh,
Ashfa. Max. See people coming in. Yay. Let's go into the teacher mode and just like take attendance, right? Hi, Shama. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm okay.
Great to see you. What did I do? Okay, we'll give it a couple of minutes. Let's get everybody. You can just message in your groups to make sure your teams are coming in. I mean, I was just thinking about it. This is like the fourth contest already, right? It's just like time we just had our kickoff and we just started. Now you all are already through your problem trees and beginning with ideas. Hi, Marina. So, hello, Marina. Is everybody having a good week so far? Just a thumbs up or a smiley, anything will do. Yay. Super exciting. So, have you all spoken to your partners? I know I got a couple of responses as well. I see great updates on your problem trees. I'm super impressed with that. And trust me, that's going to be like a very prized possession in your custody now because that's like, you're just going to be working so much on areas from there that you'll be like, wow, this is what I started with. Great. So, where are the rest? Do we see anybody there? Thank you, Max, for checking on your group. Okay, let us remind them. I think we should start like a little fun thing when everyone comes in late. Like whoever comes in late will have to sing a song for us or like like just tell us a joke or something. I mean, we're not going to take them, let them come in late, right? Hi, Rania.
Hi.
Yeah, stop to singing for us because you've come in late.
Sing?
Okay. So you're still okay. We'll fine. We'll give it 2 more minutes, and whoever comes in after the 5 mark, they're going to do something for us. Let's think about it. In the meantime, if you all have not got a pen and a paper or a pencil, just keep that with you because we would need that for today. Like a notebook, we need to write down a few things. And has everybody from whoever is here now, have you all booked your mentor calls for next week? I did see Asfa, Eden, Marina has booked, Max, can't remember yours though. I have to check it out. It's just the 15th week, the 15th to 20th week. Just make sure you all booked on that. So who just joined? I just have somebody else join and then somebody else. Okay, we'll just give it 1 more minute and then we'll get started with our contest. And hopefully, I know a couple of them said they would be a few minutes late. So we'll kind of catch up on that. So let's open up and get started. Okay, so we are starting with our contest number 4. Welcome everybody, the official welcome to contest number 4. And today's contest is something that we call as the spicy questions contest. Okay, this is a very important contest because at the end of this, the two things that we do. One is you will be embarking on the next very crucial step of your journey here. And there's a small little surprise for you, like, something little fun stuff that we're going to do today. So, with these two things in mind, let's start with an activity. I mean, I wanted to do this with everybody kind of typing it in the chat, but because we're just 7 of us now to start with, this is what I want you to do. Okay, I want you to think back, maybe 2 years, 5 years, or maybe even yesterday. Like, don't go that behind also, just yesterday. And I want you to tell me what is something that you did not know about your problem back then, like something you were not clear about, something you were wrong about regarding your topic. Take a minute, I'll give you 60 seconds to think about it. And whoever is ready can just unmute yourselves and just speak. Okay, who just left us? Am I audible? I can't hear anybody. Can someone just unmute and speak to me, please?
Hello.
Oh, yes, hello. For a while, I thought I'm talking to myself. Okay, so who wants to go first? Anything about your problem that you did not know a couple of days back or a few years back, and something that you know about it now? Yes. Yay, Marina, go ahead.
I didn't know how difficult and time consuming it is to bake a cake, which is like a motive cake and not just a cheesecake, for example.
Right. Great. Thank you for sharing that. I mean, that's a great point to share with all of us. So who's going next? Aspa. Aspa, can you hear us? So Rania, it has to be related to your problem, that the problem sheet that you created, the topic that you have chosen. I want you to tell me about that problem, something you didn't know about it, and something you were wrong about, or something you were just unaware about. Okay, Eden. I think Ashwa can't hear us for some reason.
So my problem has to do with like the American education system. So I was doing research on like the traditional education system and how it kind of perpetuates racial integration and like inequality and that type of stuff. And I wasn't aware that like my hometown was one of the first to start like integrating schools, which I had no idea. And I'm actually kind of proud that I live in an area that, was kind of ahead of its time and was trying to encourage others to, use the civil rights and that type of message and be more racially equal.
Well, great. Thank you for sharing that. I mean, isn't it so amazing that we have been discovering so many things about our problems that, we once we start digging more into it and doing research on. Great, great job on that. So, Ashwa, can you hear us now? Are you able to unmute yourself?
Hello.
Yes. Hi, Ashwa. Yes,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Hello. Yeah. Ma'am, sorry, I haven't understand the question. Can you please repeat it?
Sure. So, what I want you to tell me is, think about maybe 2 or 5 years ago, or even yesterday, something about the problem that you stated, the topic that you stated, that you didn't know and now you're aware of it. Something you were wrong or something you just didn't know about it. I'll probably give you a couple of more minutes so we'll get to somebody else. You
Okay.
can think about it. Max, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. Can you hear me?
Yes, great.
Okay, great. So my problem was climate change, or is climate change. And in the last weeks, I realized that we don't have to tell people stuff like, oh, the sea level will rise by whatever, 7 meters or stuff like that. But we have to tell them things that personally affect them, because only then they will start doing something against it. Because if we just tell people, yeah, that happens or that happens far away, so it's far away to them. So we have to talk about personal consequences.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Max. So we have Minji who has joined us. Minji, what we are doing here is we are sharing something that we did not know about the problem or the area that we have chosen for our problem trees. I'm sending you the message in the group chat. I'll call your name a little later so you can kind of prepare and share. Rania, do you want to unmute yourself and to share?
Okay, this is pretty obvious, but I just never realized how much it makes sense before. It's that just like when my problem is racism, so it's like it can like what causes it could be like one of the causes of it could be that just like how people grew up and their life experiences, what like they affected them to like start becoming like mean and rude and racist towards other people.
Yeah, I mean, every time we're doing and we're researching, we're getting to know so many things. And all of you must be realizing that now, that the more you get into it, the more you know perspectives and you research that, you come to know things which may seem obvious, but actually they are not. I mean, there's a lot of depth into it. Thank you for sharing that. So let's hear from Shama next.
Yeah, so for me, I don't think that it's a problem, but I think like because of when my mom had COVID the last 2 weeks, so I discovered that you can't like get COVID immediately the next day of the test. Like you have to do a lot of tests to know if you are positive or not. So like I know that after 2 weeks you can get COVID, and that's because it was staying in your body but not showing up in the tests. So you have to do the test every week you are staying home.
Absolutely. I mean, that is very true. It takes time for the test to show, and you have a lot of false negatives that come. Thank you for sharing that. But Shama, what we are doing here is we are talking on the problem or the topic we have chosen. So your topic is on bullying, right? So I want you to tell us something that you were not aware of in the past or you did not know and you've discovered about it in the recently. So I'll go ahead to the next person. You can go and type this in the chat for us. Okay. Something you did not know about your area or a topic that you've chosen on bullying, just share that now you know about it. Okay, so who do we have next? I okay, Minji, do you want to go next? Minji? Okay, Ashwa, can you go next?
Ma'am, should I type or should I say here? Yeah.
You can say it.
Okay. So, ma'am, my problem was women empowerment in Pakistan. But recently, when I searched, I'm living currently in Saudi Arabia. But here also we have a lot of women empowerment issues here in Saudi Arabia too. Women are not getting the rights they deserve here too. So I think here also some are the things which have to be changed in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, each country, cultures, everything kind of, it's great that you are looking from all perspectives. Well, thank you so much all for sharing. Minji, you can go ahead and type that in the chat box. So let's go ahead with the next part of the activity. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you all into breakout rooms. Okay. I'm going to make just 2 breakout rooms. What I want you to do is 2 questions are what you are going to discuss. I will start you off with the first question now. In 1 minute, I will share another question with you. So the first question that we are doing is, what is that? Yes. So Shama is telling us what she was. Yes. She knew bullying is not just in schools, it's everywhere in our life. Thank you so much for sharing that, Shama. So this is the first question I want you to discuss in your groups that I send you now in. Okay. If anybody has a question, you can ask me. What is the one thing that people assume about you, but it's actually not true? So this is the first question you would be discussing in your breakout rooms. Um, I do see a few people have joined. Just let me make sure I'm not missing. Kaya, what we have been doing is we were sharing areas on our topics that we were not aware of. So I will get your inputs in a while. But for now, I'm moving you all into groups. The first question that everybody is working on, what is the one thing people assume about you, but it's actually not true? Okay. So let's go and hi Gloria. Tell me when you are
Yeah.
Get off the cover, please. It was just fucking disgusting.
I don't see my breakout room.
wait. Gloria?
Yeah.
Wait 1 second. I assigned you to ring 2. Okay, do you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Ashwa, you have to go to room 1. Hey Amina. Hey, Amina. So everybody is in a breakout room. I am assigning you to a room, and you have to discuss about a question that we are doing now. I'm typing the question here. Okay. So this is the question, and can you hear me? Okay, great. So I'm assigning you to a room. Just click on that. Accept that. Hello.
We weren't sure if we should come back or not. So
That's okay. So you all discussed in your rooms? Great. Do you all want to share with us? I mean, you can chat, I mean, you can type it out, or you can just speak out loud.
yeah, mine was that like in public or at school, I often have a very like professional slash like stoic personality, I would say. And only with my close friends am I like quirky and like show my sense of humor. So I think a lot of people would assume that I just don't have a sense of humor or I'm just always like emotionless. So, but that's not true.
Yeah, see, I mean, it does make a difference, right? There's so many things about assumptions that it's a tricky place. Thank you for sharing. Marina, would you want to go next? Yes, I see Shama's hand up. Okay, Shama, you can go next. I mean, some of you all can't, the audio is not working. You can go ahead and type it in the chat box also. That'll be okay. Shama, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, so I think that people say that I don't have enough friends because I'm not sociable, which is not true. I really have a lot of friends.
Thank you for sharing. So I think we have everybody back now, right? This is a very important question I'm going to ask all of you, okay? And I want you to think before you type it out in the chat box. I want you to type in what you think assumptions are and what you know about assumptions. So what do you think are assumptions and what you know about assumptions. I mean, just put it out in a statement about assumptions. Anything that you know about assumptions. So I give you 60 seconds for this. In the chat box, just tell me what are assumptions. Somebody has just joined us. I'm trying to figure out who it is. Never mind, it's me. You can paste your answers in the chat box now. Well, I have some great answers coming in. Things you think but do not know. Great. Assumptions or opinions that people make about you based on your outward appearance, personality, jobs, before actually getting to know you. So true. A character or a behavior that people will think you have based on what they see or hear only. Gloria says, assuming is something that you think is true without evidence. Shama, sure. So the question is, what do you know about assumptions, or what are assumptions? Simple question. What are assumptions? And Rania says, our minds make assumptions about people without realizing that we're doing it because it's sort of linked to stereotypes. Great answers, everybody. Kaya, using your own knowledge and appearances to predict something. This is exactly what is happening, right? There are so many ideas that we presume to be true before even taking into consideration what are facts. As passionate entrepreneurs, we have so many reasons to care about our problems, right? We have such strong opinions, and we need to figure out where or why or what we might be biased on before making assumptions. That is something that we be really careful about, and we need to find out more and more about it, right? You all just shared about things that you all didn't know before, and now you know about your problem. There's a lot of things which are related to being standardized and having, like, uncertainty and risk, that we look forward to all these things. Shama, yes, what people think about something without knowing more about it, that is exactly what assumptions are. So, keeping all this in mind, the whole week has been about assumptions. And now, as you're moving forward into the depth, and we would be looking into serving people and interviewing people, this is where you have to get thinking about what are assumptions and what are facts. So, here is what we are going to do now. All of you are going to be in this group for now. I'm not putting you into any breakout rooms. On your paper, I want you to write down the answers of the 3 questions that I'm going to ask you. Then I'm going to send you into separate breakout rooms with people in your same problem areas. Okay. So is everyone okay with the question, what I just said? You're just going to write down the answers of the question I'm going to ask. Okay. So the first one, now this is all going to be related to the problem or the topic that you have that you have chosen, whether it's education or climate change or any product or service in general and specific. That particular problem, you are going to put that in your mind and think about it. The first question is, what causes the problem the most? I just put it in the chat box. Just write these answers on your notebook. You don't have to tell them to me. I'm just going to be pasting the questions so that once you're done, you can just keep answering them. I'm going to give you a total of 5 minutes for these questions. Once you're ready or you're done, just you raise your hand and just put any emoji so I know you all are ready. Okay, more minutes. I hope you all have written down the answers of all the questions that were here. Yeah, Rania, thank you. Okay, so now I'm opening up into new breakout rooms. A couple of surprises ahead for you. So you are going to be put in a breakout room with your partners or your teammates who have chosen similar problem areas just like yours. Okay, a similar problem area just like yours is what they've chosen. Shamba, you trying to say something because it's getting highlighted, but I can't hear you. Are you trying to say something? Okay, you can just type it in the chat. For some reason, I can't hear you. So you are going to be in a new room now. I want you to discuss the areas that you have just spoken. What you are going to do is talk about your problem, speak about what you have written on your notebook just now, right? Each of the members should get a chance to open up, to say, and the other members, this is where you're being judged. The other members or the other partners are going to help you identify interview questions or research questions, something about the problem that they didn't know, right? You're questioning them about the problem. Basically, anything that you want to find out about that problem is what you're going to ask that member. Is that okay? Is everybody okay with the instructions? Any questions before we open the rooms?
Yeah, can you repeat the question part? Like who asks what questions?
Right. So first, every member has to speak about what they have written, the niche area of the problem, reading about something that you wrote in your notebook just now, right? What causes the problem the most? What do you think, what people think about the problem, something about the history, what you have just written, just speak about your problem. And then everybody else has to share or kind of give their opinions as to what kind of interview questions, what kind of survey questions should be asked for your problem area. Something that you want to find out about the problem is what the others have to help you come up with. Same way you have to help others come up with those suggestions. Is that okay now? Okay, great. So the rooms are opening. You're going to have exactly 10 minutes for this. I will see you back in the room in 10 minutes. Just discuss, speak to each other, and come back in 10 minutes. Ashwa, you have to join room 4. See, there'll be an on your screen to join. Did you all get to discuss with each other?
Yep.
Yay, great. Thank you. So you must be wondering what I've done and why I created a new WhatsApp group. I shall be announcing that in just a minute. Yay, let's save the planet, Max. Absolutely.
And this is what I need to focus on, how I can produce a cake right now and not how it was before. Like, you know.
Absolutely, Marina. And welcome back, everybody. I know we had a timeline of 10 minutes. Hope you all have got to speak to each other. I'll just give a couple of instructions. I'll give a couple of instructions and then you're going to have this floor for yourself. So welcome back. And this is where the surprise is for you all. You all have been teamed up in your own individual groups where you all are going to be working on similar areas, right? So I'm sharing the Word doc. Just like everybody try to open it and tell me if you're able to open it, please. Oops. Does it open? Yeah, I see. Okay, Ashfa, I don't know whether it's my network, but I can't hear you. Is anyone else able to hear Ashfa?
No, we can't.
Yeah, probably I'll just mute her. Maybe some.
Can you hear me?
Okay, great. So this is what you all are going to do now. This is what you all are going to do now. Okay, everybody's on that page. These are going to be your new groups for the next 2 weeks. You all are going to be working on this, right? For today's contest, what we are doing is we are going to be working on each other's zones. What I want you to do is each of you have to get crazy out here, like just pour in all your thoughts. First, find your own zone and write down your own problem, right? Find your own zone. You will see your name out there. Write your problem statement there. And then fill the document with questions about the other person's problems. So, Amina, you write your problem statement and then jump to the next person's and just keep writing whatever you feel about that person's problem statements. That person may or may not have been in your team. You can't write? Why? Is nobody else able to write?
I'm able to write.
Eden, you can't write?
No, I can.
Oh, that's weird. Let me see what's going on. Okay. Okay, so I'll just send the link again. Let me see anyone with the link. So you have to get crazy and just keep working and just putting in your answers. Try to, you're not on the picture. Go down where you see your names. It's just a Google Doc. You all should have Google Docs. I mean, we've been working with Google Docs now. I'm sharing the link again. Try opening here now. It should open up now. See? Is it opening now? It's not the same. What is not the same?
We've sent a link to a different doc. Yeah.
Never mind. Wait, sorry. I am going to stop sharing this.
I can try sending a link.
Yeah, it was a mistake. Sorry. That should not open now. Okay. Yeah, I sent you a wrong one. That was the contest overview. Oops, sorry. Move up. it should give you the option of editing. I mean, aren't you all able to go into that and click and just write something?
Yeah, it works. I can type in it.
You should be able to type. I mean, let me see if I share this link again.
I think they need to click twice.
It should work now. See, open this link, everybody. Because you have been given access as a person who can comment on it, so it should work. Okay, so here's what you are doing. You are going to, okay, the first one, this one is not working for you?
So this one is you're only allowed to suggest information to put on the doc. So it's going to
Yeah.
be in
But
weird.
it should be giving, it'll just take in as different colors. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
so
okay.
yeah, it won't let us like directly edit the doc, just to let you know.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to edit it. You just have to put your views in there and type in on everybody else's. So go into your problem statement where you see your name and just write down your problem statement. Like I see Marina has already typed out something there. And that's so weird. Why is that picture getting copied everywhere?
It's probably in the header.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's okay. We'll change that later. You can just go ahead and just type it in your problem zones. So this is what you're doing. You are asking any question or comment that you would have thought about that problem area. Any experience that you might have with the problem. You can share videos, share YouTube links, articles, anything that you want. Help, let's just type in something about the survey or interview questions for that topic area that somebody else has put in there. 3 categories that you are being judged on here. It's not a group effort entirely. It's going to be how and what you comment on others. You writing on everyone's zone is very important, and responding to others and hearing them out. I would be giving you 30 minutes for this from now. And post this, your discussions will continue on the WhatsApp chat for the next 2 weeks. But you can comment on this Word document for 30 minutes now today and carry it on till Monday same time. So technically till Monday same time, you're being evaluated with all your thoughts, all your, whatever you're writing on everybody's zones. Make sure you're writing on everybody's zones and you're writing and responding to them. Is there any question you want to ask me? Please go ahead.
So we're meant to like comment on other people's zones, like related to their problem.
Yes. That is why everybody is writing down their problem statement. So I'm just trying to see who all have already written your problem statement. So Amina has already written. Amina, great. Marina has already started writing. I see somebody commenting on this. So who is Anonymous Beaver? Gloria. Okay, got you. So everybody's writing your problem statement. Who can't type? Who's that?
Asha.
Ashwa, can you just send me your email address? I'm very surprised you can't type.
asfakhan825@gmail.com.
Can you just type that for me, please? So these are the questions you have to ask each other, any question or comment area. I've just put them out in the chat box. Just think about them and just go crazy in that document. Just click put in everything that you want to ask them. Ashwa, you should have got an email. See, I just shared it again with you. I love the questions you're asking. Absolutely. What is project-based learning? In the UK, we don't have it. So, Eden, your responsibility would be to read the questions you have got and put in answers there. And everybody else is commenting on that. Everybody's putting your comments on that.
Do you want us to like ask everybody else questions before we answer the questions posed to
Yes,
us?
yes, yes, yes. I mean, you can go together, but focus on putting in on everybody's zones, whoever is here, and the others are going to be filling them up as well. So this has to be filled up by each of you.
Hi, I have a question.
Sure.
Are we only meant to like ask questions about it, or can we put in anything?
You have to put questions, you can put comments, you can put like share resources, something that can help them. You can,
Okay.
probably put or state something that they are assuming. You
Mm-hmm.
can type questions that can be used for research questions. You can also put things that you would want them to interview someone with, anything that comes into your mind. Like just get creative, just go crazy and type everything you want to write. It's not that just questions. If you know something about it, go ahead and put that and just get, as creative as you want.
Okay.
Thank you for asking that. Great question. Yeah, I think I finally managed to get that off everybody's page. Great. Everybody's putting in things. So just a reminder again, you are being evaluated on thorough and thoughtful words, whether it's questions, comments, research articles, qualitative and quantitative inputs I want from everybody. That is why you're getting time till Monday. I want you to be writing on everybody's zones and responding back and hearing them out. And you are going to discuss this also on your WhatsApp chat. So Monday the success goes off, but I want you start discussing, have your questions, asking each other in your individual groups about that, what is your problem area, what are the kind of areas you want to talk about, and question each other. So this is what you're going to do in the new groups that have been formed. Is everybody okay with the instruction? Everybody understood?
Do we need to like specify which questions are ours, or are you going to be able
No,
to?
no, I can see that. I can see that. I can just see that. I can figure that out. Like everyone's getting a different color when they're putting in theirs, and it's giving me that excess at the side. If you want, what you can do is at the end of your question, you can just put your initials. Like Eden can just put EW, Gloria, you can put GO, you know, you can just put your initials next to that. At the end of your question or comment, just put your initials. That'll be great. Okay, so make sure you're typing on each other's zones and not only on your zones. Okay, so you have to type on everybody's zones. You have to comment on everybody's zones. I'm going to be sharing this in your main group chat as well, so everybody doesn't miss it out. You're going to be continuing on this. So I want you all, just a reminder, I'm telling you again, I want you all to ask each other what kind of questions they should be asking others to get more inputs about the problem area, right? What is it that they don't know or they should know about? The specific problem area or the problem statement that they have stated, what is it that they know? What is it that they don't know or you want them to ask more about? What kind of questions they should go around asking? And if you want to add in some research articles or resources that can help them in formulating their interviews and research questions, survey questions. Is that okay? Is everybody good with what we're doing today, the next 24, 48 hours and the next 2 weeks? Because when you come back the next week and we have a mentor call, all of you are going to be creating the surveys that you are going to be sending out to people to get their inputs on your problem area. That is why this contest is very, very important, because you are using everybody's support. You are contributing to everybody to make sure everybody gets started on their contest questions, survey questions. So there's 1 more minute before we close the contest for today. It was amazing to see all the energy that you all have been putting here. And I like the fact some of you have already started giving the answers and the responses. That. Is there anything in specific that you want to ask me, or we can continue the chat on WhatsApp? If anybody has a question, please unmute and ask me.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Sure.
Hello.
Yes, yes, Ashfa, go ahead.
Ma'am, I have a question that we have to write. We have to answer the questions by ourselves, or we have.
Hello.
No. Hello.
Yeah, so if a question is asked on your Zoom, you would want to answer that question, or probably you are going to use that to formulate your survey question and give the responses back. So if you
So
know
we
the
have to
answer, you're going to
answer.
answer, or you're going to,
Okay. Okay.
you're going to put a comment. Not necessarily you will know the answer, right? That is why you're going to make the survey questions. But you're going to put a comment there saying that you know something about it if you know, or what you plan to do based on that question.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you. So thank you, everybody. And I want you to continue working on this sheet. I will give the results of the sheet in 48 hours, but you're going to continue discussing about your specific problem area in your specific problem teams for the next 2 weeks. It may be with regards to survey questions, interview questions, any kind of discussion with regards to the area that you are in. Just go crazy, just discuss as much as you want and contribute to that, because you're going to use that as a base to formulate everything next week. Everybody good? Okay, everyone's like so busy typing. Great, then have a lovely weekend, everybody, and I see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye. Hey, Marina, you have something to ask me?
No, sorry. I just was so busy typing that I forgot
I know.
to go out of this room.
Super
I'm
excited
sorry.
to see your questions. It's okay. No, that's absolutely fine. I just wanted to make sure everything's okay.
Okay, no, everything's fine. I think I see you on Monday, right?
Yes, we see each other on Monday.
Okay, then see you then. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.